Hello everyone and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3. I am finally beginning my adventure into this critically acclaimed world. A game that everybody has been celebrating, worshipping, putting on a pedestal since it released last year. And it's finally my turn to experience this game. And I am very excited to start. I didn't jump onto it immediately because it was kind of like this whirlwind for a lot of people. And there had been hardcore fans following early access and waiting for the release and talking about it and sort of tentatively being excited. And then it just blew up massively. And I was playing the Dragon Age series, and that was sort of my fantasy RPG fix at the time. And I didn't want to overload or overwhelm myself with that same sort of experience. So I waited until I was through with my Dragon Age trilogy because I was very deep into Inquisition and I needed to give it some time, you know, because everyone was very, very passionately excited and I was very busy and I felt a lot of pressure for this game. I really did feel a lot of collective pressure to play this video game because of how everybody feels about it, but I feel that it's finally time, and we're going to start. We're on the opening screen now. This is a unique case for me because usually when I start a series, I like to go back to the roots of a series. I like to go back to the beginnings to see where things have come from, and I've done that for quite a few games on the channel. Sometimes it's a little bit different, and this is one of those situations where I'm starting with Baldur's Gate 3. I've never played any Baldur's Gate game or experience before, but just due to the overwhelming demand and passion for Baldur's Gate 3 specifically, I'm going to start with this one, and I will then be playing like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and I think that there's like this Dark Alliance game or something in the series. I'm not really super sure on the full series, but I will be diving into those games in the future for those of you that are fans of those games also. But we're going to start with 3 and work our way back. That's sort of like the intro for this one. Just been feeling a lot of pressure, been very busy and waiting for an appropriate slot in my schedule to open up for this game. And that is what we are going to be doing today. We're going to press any key to continue. Which one's the any key? That's a vibe shift. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. It's a beautiful day. Or is it? Cool. Okay. I like this. I like this chanting. Good damn. Okay. Should I check my options? Oh god, system of measurement. There's gonna be a lot of options to have a look at. Maybe I'll leave the options alone for a second. We'll start a new game, and I'll take a look at the options where necessary. But Baldur's Gate 3, beautiful main menu, incredible music. I have had a lot of people sort of throw it my way and say that it's probably even for the best that I have waited for my playthrough, because there's been a significant amount of updates and changes and fixes that have come through since the game's release for the better, I think. So people have sort of collectively been like, it's probably a good thing that you've waited. Now, what I do know about Baldur's Gate 3 specifically is that this is a Dungeons & Dragons experience, you know? So we're going to play it like a true Dungeons & Dragons experience. We're not going to reload saves if we fuck things up. We're not going to be doing things like that. We're going to stay committed to a path of a true Dungeons & Dragons experience as if you are at the table and you're making those choices together. If something really bad happens, like an error or like a glitch or something fucks up, we'll probably reload, of course, and we'll make multiple save files in case of that. but I'm going to aim for that true Dungeons and Dragons experience of the choices that we make are the choices that we commit to. And I thought that would be really fun to sort of embody that Dungeons and Dragons experience in a game that seems to very heavily, replicate it in video game form. We have difficulty settings, the Explorer, a narrative experience placing story before combat. A balanced adventure full of challenging choices, a tough campaign emphasizing strategic combat. Oh, look at this artwork, amazing. A fraught and deadly campaign awaits, limited to a single save file. Oh, there you go. There's your honor difficulty. It gives you a detailed overview also. Honor mode is an intense campaign recommended for experienced players. Stronger bosses, so they're more powerful with new abilities and legendary actions. Stricter rules. Alongside Tacticians mode, regular difficulty increases. Action economy and damage bonus rules are made stricter towards the end of the game. You cannot reload older saves in Honor mode if events go awry. Your choices and consequences always stick. If your entire party is defeated in combat, your Honor mode run will end. You will be able to continue your adventure in custom mode should you desire, but finishing it will not count as finishing Honor mode. If you are victorious and beat the game in this mode, you will be rewarded with a bespoke dice set to use in-game for future playthroughs. Good luck, honorable adventurer, you'll need it. I'm not super experienced, and I'm really not super experienced in Dungeons and Dragons. I've only played a couple of games in the opening segments of building a character and starting out a story, and then they kind of fizzled out, and I'm playing a Dungeons & Dragons game at the moment, but I really struggle with the online element of it, so I still haven't been super experienced in the Dungeons & Dragons game itself. I really want to have like an in-person, at-the-table group sort of situation with that, you know? I always envy like that Critical Role and D20 sort of experience, which is really fun. But I will say that this is really appealing, considering what I'm saying about trying to have like a, an honor mode of myself. But maybe what we'll do is we'll try and have an honor playthrough without it being honor because of the significantly increased difficulty, but I'm not sure what type of experience it'll be anyway. And then you do have the ability to customize with a beautifully smart angelic cat, where you can actually, I guess, change a bunch of stuff. I do like that there is the nature of being able to continue a campaign if your whole party does die in custom. It just doesn't count towards completing it on honor mode. But I think we're going to do for a first playthrough where I really want to immerse myself in the world and learn everything, because this is going to be a learning experience. I will go for a balanced adventure. We will do that. It's gonna go in the nostril, isn't it? Don't do it. Oh, that's even worse! It goes in the eye! Oh no! That's even worse! Oh. Ew. Is this me? Is this my perspective? Is this how the game starts? Am I imprisoned in a mind flayer's lair? Because I got that first person perspective?
Who are you?
Ooh, okay. And it goes into character creation from there. Yeah, that's disgusting. Okay, so creepy little worm thing with the spiky mouth burrows into your eye, and then I guess it'll go in there to get into your brain. So that's how the mind flayer does its mind control. Okay. Does that mean we're gonna start the game in a mind flayer's like prison? That's crazy. Okay, we're not gonna be in a village as a level 1 being like, "Hello, brave adventurer. Come to the tavern and have an ale." Okay, let's see. We've got an origin, and we've got origin characters. Now we have Astarion, and I think it's probably impossible for you to exist on planet Earth with you not having seen a picture of this Doctor Who-looking guy. I know who this guy is, at least on a name and visual basis. There is a collective Astarion fan base in my community that I have never been able to escape. So I'm aware of him. He is a level 1 rogue. We have Lae'zel, a Githyanki, which is the other person in the cutscene that also got the bug in their brain. Okay, a level 1 fighter. We have Gale, a level 1 wizard. We do have descriptions for our characters as well, so let's read these descriptions. Astarion. After 200 years serving a cruel master, the vampire spawn Astarion is finally free. Free to walk in the sun, free to chase power, and free to take revenge. Okay, so there's a bit of a crossover with the Astarion fanbase and the Fenris fanbase, and I see why. Gotcha. Lae'zel was raised ready for a life among the stars, mercilessly conquering the cosmos as a Githyanki soldier. Grounded, she must deal with a world she doesn't understand and find a way to serve her people in a plane that despises her militant kin. Okay. Gale, the level 1 wizard. Gale's wizarding prowess once earned him the love of Mystra, the goddess of magic, until his ambition led him to the brink of catastrophe. Shadowheart whittlingly undertook a ritual to remove her memories in order to protect the secrets of her fellow Shah worshippers. Loss and pain are sacred to her, but her faith is now being tested like never before. They all have introductions as well, which is really interesting. Will, known as the Blade of Frontiers, Will uses his magic to fell the monsters and devils menacing the Sword Coast. In a moment of desperation, he accepted an offer of greater power, forcing him into an infernal game he is struggling to play. Karlach has escaped 10 years of service in the Hells with nothing but the axe on her back and the infernal engine blazing furiously where her heart used to be. I can fix her. The Dark Urge. Okay. Goddamn. You remember nothing but a path paved with blood. Unimaginable cruelty whispers to you from within. Can you escape it? Would you even want to? Your appearance and class can be fully customized. Oh, that's really interesting. So you have an option to play like a custom origin character, but with an unimaginable cruelty whispering to you from within, where you're like the dark side whispering to you in the deep. That's really curious, actually. I like that. And there's an introduction for that. Now, while we're here on the character creator screen with origins and introductions and all of these customizable options, I will take this moment to explain how we do things here on this channel. If you're new to the channel, I do things very in depth and I try to be as thorough as possible into my blind playthroughs. I really get immersed in the worlds that I play and I get very attached to the world and the characters. I love the lore and the world building. I try and read as much as possible and I try and experience as much as possible. Given the fact that it is a blind playthrough, there will be things most likely missed, especially in like a Dungeons and Dragons experience where there's a lot of choice to be had. But depending on how this playthrough goes, there could be potential for a second playthrough. There could be potential for doing something different and experiencing other things if there is that sort of want or need for that from myself and also the community. So we'll see how we go, but I'm going to really take my time and immerse myself in the world. So we're not going to be rushing through the experience if we can help it. You know, we're going to be taking our time to get to know this game and its systems and have a good time. And I think that's another reason why I think this playthrough has been being put off by myself for a while, is because I know that I'm going to be here for a while. Because there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, I just casually have hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game and multiple replays. So I'm like, okay, we'll see how this game grabs me too. And hopefully I'm not scared to do so. But let's have a look at the character introductions.
Hello, darling. Don't be shy. I promise not to bite until we've been formally introduced. My name's Astarion, and I've spent a century stalking the night, hunting for pretty morsels just like you. A man called Cazador made me what I am, kept me like a pet, forced me to do his bidding. No more. The Tadpole's influence broke his dominance over me, and now I can finally pursue the one thing I've hungered for these long, dark years. Revenge. I'm going back to Baldur's Gate to track Cazador down in his lair. I'll be the last thing the bastard ever sees.
Ooh, interesting. So Baldur's Gate is a location. This is another thing, right? Because I haven't played the series before, so when you look at a game's title, you're like, what does that mean? You're like, what is Baldur's Gate? It's just the door to my house, you know? So Baldur's Gate is seemingly the name of a location. So we're heading back to Baldur's Gate. And he mentions the tadpole, which I guess is what we saw in the cutscene with the Mind Flayer. So my thoughts on that opening cutscene is Lae'zel and someone else is in this little Mind Flayer room, and this tadpole thing is sort of how this begins, I guess. So the dominance over Astarion was broken, but just replaced instead with Mind Flayer control, I suppose. Does that mean we're the Mind Flayer? Like, we're the one giving the tadpole to these characters and therefore controlling them? That's ridiculously meta, if so. The dungeon master of this game is the Mind Flayer, and we're controlling our character through their actions because of the tadpole. With Astarion's dominance over, like, for his previous master has been broken, but now we're his master instead. Alright, let's have a look at Lae'zel. I like these introductions, how this is handled. How they narrate their own story.
Since I was born in the cold reaches of world space, I have known but one purpose. To wield a silver sword and ride a red dragon in service of my regent, the Githyanki Queen Vlaakith. My first step on this path is to slay a Mind Flayer and bring its head to my queen. There is no flesh I will not carve, and no barrier I will not shatter to see it done. I am the one who sunders. I am the Undying Queen's most unshakable warrior. I am Lae'zel of Kalir.
How'd that go for you, babe? You are locked in a Mind Flayer's prison. My first step is to kill a Mind Flayer. I'm a simple level 1 fighter, and I will succeed in my mission. Love that, though. Raised ready for a life among the stars. I really like that concept. Raised in the cold reaches of space. Gale.
Well met, stranger. You find yourself in the presence of the renowned wizarding prodigy, Gale of Waterdeep. Please, no need to be intimidated. My virtuosic talents once caught the eye of the goddess of magic herself, Mystra, who named me her chosen, and her lover. Thanks to a slight miscalculation on my part, that relationship eventually soured, as did the greatest of my powers. Now I'm merely a humble wizard on the road to redemption. Unless I can find the path to something greater.
Interesting. Big Alistair vibes, but like a wizard instead of a warrior. That speech and sort of vocal cadence is very Alistair to me. Shadowheart.
My name is Shadowheart, loyal servant of Shar, goddess of darkness and loss. There is little more I can tell you than that. My Lady Shar tasked me with a mission of such secrecy that I surrendered great swathes of my memory in order to safeguard the knowledge of it. All I know is that I must bring the artifact I hold to Baldur's Gate, and that nothing can stand in my way. My goddess is watching.
Damn. Full memory wipe for your mission to return an artifact to Baldur's Gate. Okay. Shadowheart, the Goth Queen, level 1 cleric. Alright, let's get Will's introduction. I like these titles too. Like, it seems as though the titles only come in here. So, Trickery Domain, Shar, the Fiend, a level 1 warlock. Oh, and Storm Sorcery. Okay, so not all of them have a subtitle. The Fiend.
"7 years ago, I was exiled from Baldur's Gate, the city I call home. My name is Will, but the people of the Sword Coast call me the Blade of Frontiers, champion of the meek, defender of the innocent. The truth isn't quite so simple, but they're right about one thing. I hunt monsters, and I always catch my prey. My latest target is a devil, and I'm right on her tail. Once I'm through with her, she'll never escape the fires of the first hell."
Interesting. This devil? That would be an interesting dynamic. Okay. I'm very curious as to where we're going to be placed with all of these different characters. Do we all start in the same place? Do we all start in a different place? Especially getting all of their motivations. It's very interesting. So, Karlak escaping years of service in the Hells.
Years ago, I was sold to the Archdevil Zariel. She put a Hellfire engine in my chest and made me her prize soldier. But I've escaped now. Thank you, Mind Flayers. And I've got a few scores to settle. If this engine doesn't burn me to ash first, I'll need people I can trust. An infernal mechanic and a serious amount of luck. But you know what? I'm not worried. After 10 years in the Hells, I can take on anything. I've got my chance at freedom, and believe me, I'm going home.
Very interesting. Probably the only character here in the origin list where it's a voice I didn't expect. Every other voice felt like, I'm like, you sound like that. Karlak's like, I'm British, innit? I'm from the Hells. I'm from the Hells and I'm getting out of here. That took me by surprise. Thank you, Mind Flayers. You've busted the curse on me, innit? So another one with the Mind Flayer thing. The Dark Urge. What is this?
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
Dude, we got the Twin Peaks playthrough. All right. Let's go. Man, all of these are really, really cool. I feel like the most appropriate thing that we can do for a first playthrough in this game is make our own character and be a custom character. Not to take on the place of an origin character, but very, very appealing, all of them. Also, this feels incredibly unique as something to do. We're going to be a custom origin. I feel like that's the best thing that we should do to start. And now we can get into character creation. So this is probably going to be just the character creation episode. Now, I don't know which race I want to be too, because there's a lot to look into here. Okay, let's have a look at our Dungeons & Dragons races. We can be an elf. With ethereal countenances and long lifespans, elves are at home with nature's power, flourishing in light and dark alike. We come with base racial speed, 9 meters per turn, elven weapon training. You have proficiency with the longsword, short sword, short bow, and longbow, dark vision, and Fey ancestry. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic cannot put you to sleep. Okay. Tiefling. Descended from the devils of the Nine Hells, Tieflings face constant suspicion in Faerun. Thankfully, their arcane abilities make them natural survivors. Hellish resistance. Fire damage resistance would make sense. You can be a drow, driven to the Underdark. Most drow have adopted a ruthless pragmatism. While the Lothsworn delight in the goddess's evil tenets, the Seldarine reject her attempt to overthrow the leader of the Elven Pantheon. We come with Dancing Lights cantrip to illuminate a 9-meter radius. We have drow weapon training, superior dark vision, and Fey ancestry. You be a human, the most common race in Faerun. Humans are known for their tenacity, creativity, and endless capacity for growth. We have civil militia and human versatility. Githyanki. The ruthlessness born from Mind Flayer enslavement, Githyanki ride the astral sea atop red dragons, bringing their silver swords and psionic might to bear against any trace of the Illithid menace. Okay. Wow. So, like, the Githyanki are sort of like the natural-born enemy of the Mind Flayers, the Illithid. They get an astral knowledge, proficiency in all skills of a chosen ability. Githyanki Psionic's Mage Hand, an invisible spectral hand that can manipulate and interact with objects. Martial Prodigy. A lifetime of relentless training gave you armor proficiency with light and medium armor, and proficiency with multiple swords. The Dwarf. I am but a humble dwarf. As durable and unyielding as their homes of stone, dwarves are some of the finest warriors, miners, and smiths of Faerun. Dwarven combat training, dark vision, and dwarven resilience. Saving throws against poison and resistance to poison damage. Half-elf, curious, ambitious, and versatile. Half-elves are welcome everywhere, but struggle without a community to call their own. Civil militia, dark vision, and Fey ancestry. A halfling. Oh god. That is not the Frodo that I was expecting to see. Frodo! Small yet capable, halflings prefer the comforts of home and hearth, but their natural luck and dexterity make them fine adventurers. Lucky. When you roll a 1 for an attack, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll. And brave. Advantages on saving throws against being frightened. Amazing. We can be a short king. You can also be a short king, and if you want to be a gnome, too. So goofy. Small, clever, and energetic, gnomes use their long lives to explore Faerun's brightest corners and darkest depths. Oh, I want to be a gnome so we can gnome people. You've been gnomed! And you can change body type for both too. So you see that there. You can generate a random appearance. See how you look. And then I guess you can cycle back to the previous one. What a girl boss rock gnome. There you go. You know what? I gotta say, a few randomized appearances here and there, and this might be one of the best randomized appearances I've ever seen. They don't look absolutely atrocious and ridiculous like when you see randomized appearance in other games where it randomizes everything to the point where you just look completely messed up, like you've just been shot out of a cannon and it ended up in a whirlpool of just random shit. This is great. All of these seem like appropriate levels that you can get an idea for something and then build out from there. Also, I'm just heavily entertained by just randomly generating my halflings here, just to see what I can be met with. Incredible stuff. We have the Dragonborn, which I love. Look at that. That's just so cool. A proud race that values clan and skills above all else. Once enslaved by dragons, they strive to be self-sufficient, not wanting to be beholden to anyone, not even the gods. We have the Canary of the Baldur's Gate Dungeons & Dragons universe. No race features. And we've got the half-orc. So you've got elf, half-elf, and then like elf-like with like other Fey stuff like drow. But then you can't be a full orc, only half-orc. Creatures of intense emotion, half-orcs are more inclined to act than contemplate, whether the rage burning their bodies compels them to fight, or the love filling their hearts inspires acts of incredible kindness. We have dark vision, relentless endurance, and savage attacks. Wonderful. Where's my Mind Flayer race? Be an Illithid. Yes, I would like to be a goblin. I would like to be a sneaky little goblin, please. I will honestly say a tough choice. My top 3 is Dwarf, Dragonborn, and Gnome. And I'm going to cut out Dwarf because I've been a Dwarf in Dragon Age Origins. I've done my time as a humble Dwarf. So I'm now torn between being a Gnome or a Dragonborn. 2 very different sides of a coin here, but it really depends on what kind of thing I want to get up to here. I'm going to be a Gnome. You're going to get gnomed over here. We're going to be a Gnome, and we're going to make our character here. We're going to see what we look like. There's a very Adam Driver looking face here. It's all in the nose. So we have our identity, what we want to identify as, and we've got our voice.
Where to next?
Where to next?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Oh, I need to have a super deep voice.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
It's opened. I wonder what's back there.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can...
Where to next?
Okay.
What was that?
8 voices. That's incredible, by the way. 8 voices. So we actually do have a voiced protagonist as well. I didn't know if we were going to have that, so that's awesome.
Let's hope the...
Hells. Something just woke up down here. It's opened.
There's magic keeping the...
What was that?
Hells.
It's opened.
Voice
I wonder
3.
what's back there.
We'll go for voice 3. I'm a pale boy. The whitest of white. I am the whitest. Hello, it's me, the whitest of white. The scarring. So when I was a kid, I always romanticized the scar across the bridge of the nose because I was a massive Final Fantasy VIII fan. I was like, that's so cool, man. But I think I don't get to have that. The closest I can get is one across the nose here. You can... Oh, my maturity. Yes, I'm a mature gnome. I can't change the intensity of the scar, it looks like. So you know how you can... Some games allow you to choose how visible or prominent the scar is. I think I'll go for something a little more subtle. We'll go for a cheek scar. We'll go for cheek scar. You know, this gnome's been through some shit. I don't need freckles. I don't have those, and I also don't have vitiligo. That's really cool that they have this, though. That's amazing. I love seeing features like that you really don't see often. You can have facial tattoos. Let's go, baby. That's the name of my girlfriend on my forehead to really show my level of commitment. This is my Darth Maul getup. I joined the band Kiss for a little while. Pretty fucking cool. Alright, we got a cool mixture. We got some neck tatties going on. Is that a... There's a Gorgon tattoo. I love the concept of, like, in-universe getting tattoos of, like, Dungeons and Dragons monsters that exist. That's pretty cool. Can I... Okay, I can change the color... But again, I can't change the... Oh, there we go. I can change the intensity. Yes, very good. You want to have, like, a tattoo that's, like... Doesn't look like you literally just got the tattoo. Like, I got this tattoo yesterday, and it's brand new, but, like, the ones that are, like, right next to it have, you know, they've faded with a little bit of time. So you don't want to look like you've just... walked out of the tattoo parlor, you know what I mean? The broken shard sword on the neck is so hardcore, actually. I just got out of Faerun prison. I was demonically possessed for a time. Don't ask about it. I need to get this collar off so I can actually see this too. Very cool choices. This one is creative. That's interesting. Feels like a replacement for getting the prison tears instead. Yeah, we're going to go for something a little bit more subtle, but I definitely want to give my character a tattoo. I really am attracted to the broken shard sword. That's pretty awesome. It's like, you know, when you're walking around public, people get a little glimpse and they're like, he's got a little bit of an edge to him. Piercing style. That's right. We have piercings. That's so funny. All right. Is there not something a little more subtle? It's all... Oh, there we go. Oh, the Minotaur Ring Septum. Let's go. I used to have a lip piercing when I was a teenager. And then I had a nose ring for quite some time. Up until recently, where I decided to move on from it. But I think if I was to ever have another piercing... I would probably have a septum But I think I'll leave the piercings alone in this setting. You can have heterochromia, which is really cool. I'll have my eye color. I've got some more hazel looking eyes. We'll go for that. Heterochromia is pretty cool though. If you want to have like one being different, I like that. What do you mean I can't have my bright red fire eyes that every single game gives you? Oh, there you go. You can have all eye colors. I can have my bright red fiery devil eyes. Interesting that some of the options are actually like locked. The ability of having like one demonic eye is pretty cool. The demonic. Such a beautifully deep blue. I think we'll just let's just be normal. Let's not get too crazy with it. I don't need any makeup. Let's have a look at our hair. Should I just be a bald king? You know, maybe, but we should take a look at all of these choices. We seem pretty spoiled for choice here. And there's a lot of long hair too, which is very nice. Yes, fascinating. Totally slaying. Yes, dude, let's go. Where's my Lord Farquaad style? Where is it? Oh yes, very good. Yes, this puts us in Lord Farquaad territory, doesn't it? A little bit. I don't have bangs though. Oh, there we go. Okay. Not like not exactly right, but like a mixture of these bangs with this hair would do just fine. I can have a beard, which is the best news I've heard all day. So we'll be a bold boy. Oh yes, great big bushy beard. Good stuff. Good beards. Good beards in this game. Oh, the little knot. That's nice. That's also very nice too. We'll make tequila sunrise. Yeah, let's do that. Go for the. Why is there a? Oh, it's. Why does this look? What am I missing here? Hair color is brown. Is there a reason why this has a purple twinge to it? Is it just the lighting? Like that's black, but that's definitely not black. That's a shade of purple. What's going on there? Is it just the is it this style? Oh, it is. This style specifically comes with that coloration. How interesting. Well, that's ruined that for me. It hasn't ruined it, but it's like I guess we'll just be big beard. We'll go for the big beard, and go for the nice brown, which I guess will be this one. There's like a little bit of grey in there. So let's put a little bit of grey in there. Also, hang on, I realised that I do have that on. Be some Boss Queen eyeliner. We'll take that off. Do I want hair? the mix-up is mix-up's great. Perfect. Let me change these highlights so I get a matching hair color here. Highlight intensity. Got all highlight colors. You can get great with it. Haven't washed my hair in years. Ooh, the graying. Alright, let me tone down my graying intensity. That's an interesting bump. It's very harsh. Yes, beautiful. You see, a dragon, incredible flame breath, and it singed the top of my head off. I'm not balding, it was a dragon's fire. I'm a harsh warrior, you know. You see this scar on my cheek? Dragon claw. It took me out. The hair won't grow back, you see. Singed the hair follicles right out of me. Yeah, we're just gonna be bald. We'll just be bald. It's thematically appropriate to me. Alright, there we go. So that is... that. Cool. So I've edited the appearance of my Nomi boy. Thank God it saves when you accidentally click off onto another character. Very good. And subrace. So you can be a rock gnome, a forest gnome, or a deep gnome. The most commonly seen gnomes on Faerun's surface, rock gnomes are named as such for their hardiness and affinity for metal. And you'll get Artificer's Lore, twice your proficiency bonus to history checks. A forest gnome, oh god, it changes, oh no, it changes your character. It changes your character. I just put all that work in. If I don't want to be a rock gnome, I gotta do it again. Alright, forest gnomes are even smaller than their cousins and twice as reclusive. Forest gnomes are a rare sight in Faerun. They master magic and craftsmanship in their distant idyllic groves, and you get speak with animals. That's really cool. Comprehend and communicate with beasts. Oof, you know what? Ooh, forest gnome. Very cool. A deep gnome. Oh, cool. More guarded than their surface cousins, deep gnomes survive in the Underdark with dark vision and skillful stealth. Stone camouflage. Okay. I want to be able to speak with animals, but that means it's a divination spell. But I don't know if I wanted to be a sorcerer. Natural spellcasters drawing on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline. Damn, does that mean because I kind of wanted to be a monk. I really wanted to be a monk. But because this, Forest Gnome comes with Speak with Animals, can I also be a Forest Gnome with this spell while being a monk who isn't a spellcaster? I hope so. Because I want to be a monk. I want to punch things. Okay, these outfit changes are incredible. Rage. The strong embrace the wild that hides inside. Keen instincts, primal physicality, and most of all, an unbridled, unquenchable rage. The music change is nice. Bards know more music. Bards know music is more than idle fancy, it is power. Through study and adventure, these traveling troubadours master song, speech, and magic within. A cleric are representatives of the gods they worship, wielding potent divine magic for good or ill. A druid. Druid forest gnome just seems like that really goes together. Druids channel the elemental forces of nature and share a deep kinship with animals. Mastery of wild shape allows them to transform into beasts from all over the realm. That's another thing I know about this game, because it was a very viral marketing thing that came out at some point, and they're like, yeah, you can have sex with the bear. So I guess that's a thing too. We'll see how that comes up if we even come across it. Fighters have mastered the art of combat, wielding weapons with unmatched skill and wielding armor like a second skin. Monks reach enlightenment by languid meditation. Others do so in the heat of battle. Monks manipulate ki to empower their own strikes and debilitate their foes. Paladin, a promise made so deeply that it becomes divine in itself, flows through a paladin, burning bright enough to inspire allies and smite foes. Rangers are unrivaled scouts and trackers, honing a deep connection with nature in order to hunt their favored prey. Ooh, find familiar. Summon a familiar face spirit. Rogue. Stealth, skill, and uncanny reflexes. Rogue's versatility lets them get the upper hand in almost any situation. Sorcerers are natural spellcasters, drawing on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline. Bound by a pact to an all-powerful patron, warlocks trade their loyalty for supernatural abilities and unique magic. And wizards master the arcane by specializing in individual schools of magic, combining ancient spells with modern research. And it looks like you can choose your cantrips and your spells and all of that kind of stuff. So it seems that speaking with animals is not included in the spells that you can pick. And you can be wild magic, draconic bloodline, and storm sorcery. Your powers come from ancient forces of chaos. They churn within you. Your veins carry draconic magic. It changes the facial markings too. Very interesting. Like you've got like scales on the face. Storm sorcery. Crackling with energy of ancient deluges or pierced by gales and hurricanes, your lineage is a strange tapestry scrawled by a tempest. And you can choose your background as well and your abilities. So, oh, my rock gnome. We're going to be a forest gnome. I would like to speak with animals, which is a intelligence-related thing, and I'm going to be a monk. So we get Flurry of Blows, punch twice in quick succession. We have Ki, magic that flows through all living beings. You can use it to exceed your body's physical capabilities. Unarmored defense. While not wearing armor, you add your wisdom modifier to your armor class. Dexterous attacks. Attack with monk weapons and unarmed attacks scale with your dexterity instead of your strength if your dex is higher. And attacks with monk weapons or unarmed attacks deal 1 to 4 bludgeoning damage unless their normal attack damage is higher. After making an attack with a monk weapon or while unarmed, you can make another unarmed strike as a bonus action. So we can have access to simple weapons and short swords. These fists are the weapons that I need. Now, our background. You've spent your life in service to a temple, learning sacred rites and providing sacrifices to the god or gods you worship. Serving the gods and discovering their sacred works will guide you to greatness. A charlatan, you're an expert in manipulation, prone to exaggeration, and more than happy to profit from it. Bending the truth and turning allies against each other will lead to greater successes down the road. A criminal, you have a history of breaking the law and survive by leveraging less than legal connections. Profiting from criminal enterprise will lead to greater opportunities in the future. An entertainer, you live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike. Preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden heightens your charismatic aura. A folk hero, you're a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless. Saving innocents in imminent danger will make your legend grow. Guild artisan, your skill in particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring new inspiration. And a noble, you were raised in a family among the social elite, accustomed to power and privilege. Accumulating renown, power, and loyalty will raise your status. And an outlander, you grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. A sage, you are curious and well-read, with an unending thirst for knowledge. Learning about rare lore of the world will inspire you to put this knowledge to greater purpose. And a soldier, you are trained in battlefield tactics and combat, having served in a militia, mercenary company, or officer corps. Show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance your prowess. And an urchin, after surviving a poor and bleak childhood, you know how to make the most out of very little. Using your street smarts bolsters your spirit for the journey ahead. Incredible. Okay. I want to be a mischievous little gnome boy who's also a monk, but the monk doesn't come from necessarily pledging myself in service to a temple and having a life of solitude. The gnome has pursued the nature of the monk as an act, as a facade, where you think I am a man of this religious cover, and I am a noble man. However, I'm nothing but a charlatan. I'm tempted to be a few of these, actually. Having history would be nice. I'm torn between being a charlatan or an urchin. I think I'm going to be an urchin. Sleight of hand and a stealth check. I'm going to be an urchin. And ability points. So I can choose my proficiency bonus of +2. We'll go for Dex, because that's obviously being monk related. And so Dex and Wisdom are going to be my two biggest ones for a monk. I do wonder about the intelligence with the speak with animals. Spellcasting ability intelligence and recharge once per long rest. Does that mean I can only talk with animals once per, one time, and I have to wait till I do a long rest? Is it worth being a forest gnome just for speaking with animals? Am I that attached to it? I kind of am. A monk forest gnome with an urchin background who didn't have a very good childhood. And I'm going to take down my strength to 10, and I'm going to put my intelligence to 10. My dexterity 17, wisdom 14, my charisma 10. I want to have a very natural and unique approach to my character when I go into this game. I don't want to go into the game being like, what's the best build, that kind of thing, because obviously people really do like to play a game sometimes where it's like, how can I get the most out of my experience? But I think to do that, it compromises a blind playthrough to be like, oh, what should I do? What should I know going forward? Things that I wish that I knew before I started, you know what I mean? I like to cast all of that to the wind and just go in and see how we go, you know what I mean? And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I just want something that feels like me. I want to just create a unique thing, and what we get to experience, Now, I've got to make my guy again. It would be nice if you could, save the appearance that I just did, but that's okay. So let me just make this again.
More of those wretched things.
This music is so gorgeous. Okay, there we go. So now if I go in my race and I switch, oh my god, they're the same. So there we go. I am a forest gnome, speaking with animals, dark vision, monk class, urchin background, and that's my ability spread. Because obviously our strength, I'm even tempted to put strength even weaker, but I know that might be a mistake. We have 3 at 10, 2 at 14, 1 at 17. So if we take a look at these, we obviously have a +0 on strength checks. Muscles and physical power affects your effectiveness with melee weapons, also determines how far you can jump and how much you can carry. So the carrying thing is very important. Agility, reflexes and balance, affects your effectiveness with range and finesse weapons, also affects your initiative and armor class. So we have a +5 to saving throws, 3 from dex, 2 from proficiency, +2 to constitution checks, stamina and physical endurance. It affects our hit point maximum. Memory and mental power, improves spellcasting for wizards. Senses and intuition, improves spellcasting for clerics, druids, and rangers. And force of personality, improves spellcasting for bards, paladins, sorcerers, and warlocks, influences traders' prices. And I think another reason why we're playing on balanced and sort of giving that approach is, you know, I'm obviously not going for the most well-built character ever, so it'll probably just make things tremendously painful. Our initiative is a +3, and our hit points are 10. So don't get hit, essentially. And I think that that's our character. We have a custom origin. We are a gnome. We are a forest gnome. We are a monk with an urchin background, and our abilities have been spread out. I really liked this character customization. I think that there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options for a lot of people. I'm a simple man. I shave my head and I give myself a beard, and off we go. Something that was kind of interesting, I suppose, is there isn't the ability to customize like eye shape or like positioning. Same with like, there's the ability to like customize your eye positions or your nose shape or your mouth shape or your ear shape. Like you have like a general, and it's just like, here's your body type. It's quite I guess simple in that way. Obviously, I don't know what to expect, and I'm kind of fine with that. I don't really fuck around with character customization too much. Sometimes I do like to shift around the facial features of like the eyes and the nose and the ears a little bit, but it doesn't feel like this game has that as an option, sadly. But that's probably why we haven't spent as much time in here as we could have, because I probably would have customized a few other things if we had that available to us. So let us proceed. And then we enter our character name, the default name being Tav. What is my garden name? My garden gnome name. I think none other than Apocalypse would fit, but maybe I should go for the shortened version of Mapo. My full name of Mapo Colops. That makes it sound like a fucking scientific infection. So we'll just go for Apocalypse. That's our character name. That's a good gnomey name.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
What the fuck? Okay, I get a guardian. What does that mean? Okay, hold on. Explain. What does guardian mean in this context? I have like a ward? I got someone that hangs out with me? Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. So some of them come with multiple body types where they've got like multiple body types where you can have tiny female presenting, tiny male presenting, big female presenting, and big male presenting. Okay. We're going for big woman. This has no bearing on real life, okay? Absolutely not. Let's go for big woman. And let's do a tiefling. Why not? Why not? Okay, we can really go into this. So there's more customization with like all of the horns. This gives us an option and the ability to have a look at some other features that we didn't get to see for our character. Very cool. So let's be a tiefling. Asmodeus. Bound to Nessus, the deepest layer of the Hells, these tieflings inherited the ability to wield fire and darkness from the archdevil Asmodeus's infernal bloodline. Mephistopheles. Descended from the archdevil Mephistopheles, these tieflings are gifted with a particular affinity for arcane magic, and a Zariel tiefling. Tieflings from Zariel's bloodline are empowered with martial strength and can channel searing flame to punish their enemies. Arcane magic or fire and darkness? Ooh. Very interesting choices here. Different horn types too. Let's do a I know it's Mephistopheles. I'm gonna get caught up on that. I'm gonna go for Asmodeus because it's easier to say.
Remarkable. Truly.
Remarkable.
Good luck.
Follow your instincts.
Oh, 2 voices. Okay. 2 voices.
Good.
Follow your instincts.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
2 voices. And we've got faces. Actually, I want to look at. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go back to. What are the different face shapes that I can have for this guy? Actually, I realized that maybe I didn't want to be Adam Driver for a second there. Outside of the beard, which I have had in the past, identical. Absolutely identical. It's a terrible mistake. There we go. Look. Identical. You know, take the glasses off. Take the headphones off. Take this off. And the ears. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's just me. There we go. Good stuff. very, very good stuff. But we're gonna have the full beard. I love the concept of having like more of a dwarven looking beard as a gnome. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be stylish. Put some jiggly braids in there. There you go. I've changed my face shape. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now, Guardian. I'm glad that it's pretty easy to go back. Let's do some faces. Yes. You're a devil woman. You gotta have some cool ass scarring going on. Oh, that matching scars. Yeah, I like the lip. I like the lip scar. Let's do that. So specific tones for an Asmodeus tiefling. That just feels so wrong. Purple skin, so interesting. Right, I think I just liked it how it was. Red tone 5. Change that maturity. Wrinkles. Put some freckles in there. Oh, this is interesting. It would be nice if you could change the. It'd be nice if you could change the vitiligo, like how that actually comes up in, like the second one, you know? Instead, it's just like the one shade from what I can see. Body art. Oh my god, Darth Maul woman. Let's go. Let's see here. We'll turn down the intensity, and they won't be blue. What do I want? What do I want? Yeah, she's got the Beholder Gorgon. You go for the Furiosa look. Get the Praetorian tatty going. There's some very cool ones here. I like the idea of the facial tats that are a little more faded, so they're more subtle in their appearance. That's cool. Like I said, under demonic possession for a little bit. You come from the hells, so that fits. Dude, the centipede facial tattoos. So raw. Okay, we'll go for... Oh, I love the sort of being a fiery flame devil woman, but having a very natural vine growth too. It's kind of interesting. Very cool tattoos, actually. This game has some really good choices. I'm a big fan of game tattoos that do it right. We're gonna be like subtle on the tattoo. Fade that a little bit. There you go. Wonderful. Now the eyes. The blackness and the demonic red. Incredible. Love it. I don't think I have any notes for that, honestly. Oh, the blue with the orange ring? That's very cool. Because as we know... Oh, that's weird. As we know, blue flame burns the hottest. I really like that blue and orange, but it's very distracting to look at. It doesn't look... It doesn't look right. That's cool. I might go for the demonic black one. These are really cool. You can see me putting more of a thought process into these than my forest gnome, because my forest gnome can't really rock eyes that look like this. You know, that would be... I'd get some concerning looks. Let's go for a... Yeah, they're... Look at these. These are nice, because then it doesn't have the orange. Flame Blue 1. Flame Blue 3. Yes. Yes. I don't know. Do you need makeup when you're already slaying this hard? You know? Really? The runny makeup though. It's like, yes, I was crying while I was in hell. How can I help? I'm not a makeup expert, obviously. Just go for the classic wing, you know. Doesn't really make much of a difference. There's like a little difference on the eyes. There you go. Something subtle. Hair. Let's see. What do we want? All those curls. Really good hairstyles in this game. Really good hairstyles. Fuck yeah. Welcome back, Vegeta. The concept of being like a fiery devil woman in hell and having like such beautiful, soft-looking hair is really funny to me. You'd feel like you'd have an appropriately singed hair at all times. The hair that goes through the horn. I am glad that the hair can go over the horns, because the horns would just come through the hair, you know? I would love for it to blend a little nicer, though. But I guess I can also customize my horns. We haven't gotten there yet. This is going to be the tough part, right? Is I've got to customize the hair, but I've also got to customize the horns, and then I got to make them both work. Like, it works best in a situation like that, where the hair doesn't really conflict. But I do not know. Ah, yes, the layered bob. Let me see here. I need to... Perfect. Dragon's breath got you on the head too, did it, ma'am? Yes. 2 peas in a pod. Let me have a look at our horns first. So let's see what we're rocking with. Ooh, you can have the hornless. Get some big, imposing horns. Get rammed. I'm gonna get headbutted with those ram horns. Definitely a nice mixture of horns here. I kind of want those. I really like the ones that are like long and angled back, but not too complicated. Yeah, I like that. I don't even remember which one we had before, so don't even ask because I won't be able to answer. Ooh, this is nice too. I like that you can customize the ash. We'll go for ash 3, and on the tip, obviously you want them to be red because she's probably headbutted a few people in her time. You know, you got that dried bloodstained horn tip, of course. Fucking, I love that. That's great. Yes, here's my bearded devil woman with her mutton chops. So good. Okay. For hair, let's find hair that works with these horns the best. Like that, the braiding on the side of the hair. The idea of having hair this flammable is amazing to me in the pits of hell. What's your hair care routine like on the 9th circle of hell, you know what I mean? How does that work for you? I find the most fascinating thing to me with character creators is when I'm making a dude, he's bald and he has a beard. It's very simple, it's to the point. When I'm making a female presenting character, I put so much more effort into it because I'm like, I do want to look the best that I could possibly look ever. You know, I'm going out on the town. When I'm a dude, I'm already going out in the town. I put on my beard. You know, I attach that to my face and I shave my head and off we go. I don't like giving myself hair in video games sometimes because it doesn't feel like me. So I guess that I get more sort of role-playing feeling out of choosing like a female character. Because then I get to go truly wild because it's very separate from me. I don't know how to explain that. I just... Like, whenever I'm playing a male character, I always feel weird when I'm wearing hair. Wearing hair. I will continue to praise this game for its immaculate hairstyles. I really think that this game has amazing hair choices. We'll go for the black hair. In terms of highlights... You gotta go for the green for complementary colors, right, guys? I'll make my devil Shigo. I might make that a bit more subtle, but I feel like going into... I feel like if I go into the reds, it's a little too much red, you know? I'm obviously an incredible fashion designer and hairstylist, you know, in my spare time. The blue to contrast with the eyes, I really quite like, actually. If there's like a shade of blue in there, but not too aggressive. Not too aggressive, but it's there, you know what I mean? And no graying. These are barely making a difference at this point in the thing. So if I just turn that to nothing, it's already like that. Definitely want it to be more subtle. So just like, there's a blue shade in there, you know? A little bit. A little bit of a blue shade in there. Subtle. I'm still choosing, guys, alright? You gotta bear with me. We're gonna be stuck on the hair for a while. I like this one. I mean, this is lovely. I like this one. And then you've got like the other ponytail version that has the hair a bit more down on the sides. That's also quite nice. The hair all the way back with the horns, actually, that looks really good with the horns. It's because I'm trying to find one that just looks right with the horns. Oh, there you go. Fuck yeah. The Qui-Gon Jinn, the Legolas, but for a woman. Perfect. There you go. That feels right. I don't want to think too hard on that any further. There you go. I don't even know in what capacity a guardian is. Do I have like a companion? I have a companion? That's what I've been going for. I'm assuming that I've got a companion with me. And can I customize the tail? I guess the tail comes with the subrace, right? Can I customize like the point of the tail? I guess there would be tail, if so. I want to be able to customize my tail. Yes. Venture forth. I think that's right. We're doing it. Alright. Now we're back where we were. Okay. Oh, okay. Dead mind flayers in the corridor? Bro, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to see in your morning patrol, dude. Oh. Oh. Yep. Okay. Well, I guess that... Wilhelm. God, if you're even touched by it. Oh. Dude, Mind Flayer flying airship. So these are the Githyanki that came from space to fight Mind Flayers? This is fucking powerful shit, dude. Oh, he felt that. This is so cool. Hell yes, dude. Yep, because it's a flesh ship. What the fuck? That's so cool! What? What? Bro. That level of slip space travel, though? Oh, so they're like trying to rescue her? Ooh, wow. Dude, the fucking graphics are astounding. Oh man, it's the Baldur's Gate 3 logo. There it is, the 3. Okay, rescue mission failed. God, that was fucking cool. Look at this loading screen too. Look at this artwork. The flamed, destroyed section of this Mind Flayer airship. Yeah, there I am, baby. I am in the ship. Incredible. So if you pick playing as Lae'zel as the Origin, I guess you wouldn't see this at all. Oh my god, okay.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
How do I rotate camera? This is going to be... Now I got to adjust to the controls, guys. Okay, E and Q. I thought if I, like, held right-click I could do it, but that's my brain going into Dragon Age Origins. Okay, left mouse...
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Oh, my character has so much to say just about shit. Okay, so, Mind Flayer pod. There we are. One thing that I need to change immediately is some visual settings. So let me do that. I'm going to have a look through my settings real quick just to see what I can have a look at. I can change a maximum number of autosaves. That's quite nice. Auto-select character after combat avatar. Karmic dice avoid failure streaks while keeping the results mostly random. I feel like it avoids failure streaks, so that means it messes with the dice roll, right? We'll take that off. If you have a failure streak, you have a failure streak. If you roll bad in a row, that's what happens. Let the game detect your controller. We're playing on mouse and keyboard. We'll figure out the controls as we progress. I think the audio sounds pretty good at the moment, so we'll just keep that for the same stuff. We're just gonna, yeah. Let me just do that. Let's drop a save. A Nautiloid in Hell, our very first save. Incredible. Okay, so nursery.
Not getting back in that thing.
Okay. I will have to just adjust to controls, of course. And so let's take a look around this room, shall we? Where did our Githyanki friend go? They just fell out and left?
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Yeah, lovely. Okay. Okay, so we have a narrator. That's cool. Reach toward the pool, investigate the pool, and we do a roll. Ooh, all right, everybody. First roll of the playthrough. Oh, and it does an actual roll. This is so cool. Okay, skill checks. Some dialogue options require a skill check. A dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. So this is an intelligence check. A number that must be matched or exceeded to succeed. Rolling a 1 always fails. Rolling a 20 always succeeds. Here we go. First roll. Ooh, we did not get it, sadly. Okay. Failed. We failed our first roll. We basically had, even though it's out of 20, we had a 50-50 chance, right? It was either going to land on, well, almost 50-50. 10 or below. I think if you get 10, it would succeed. So if it's matched, so it's like just over a 50% chance to succeed by getting over 10.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Classic response. I look so sad about it. Yeah, I don't know what it's about. Better touch it. Reach it. Okay. Never mind. Nursery Shot of Apocalypse for 3 force damage. Right, you can use a restoration pod to fully recover your hit points and spell slots if you are hurt. The Mind Flayer pods, restoration pods. I've got 2 key points, my bonus action, my action. I have a scroll of Revivify to revive a companion. They return to life with 1 hit point. I have Potion of Healing, which is a bonus action. Heals and removes burning. I have my Topple, swipe at a creature to knock it prone. Disengage. Dash, cover more distance this turn. Double your movement speed. Throwing. Hiding. Hiding from enemies by succeeding stealth checks. So for
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Cool, and now I can actually choose... Oh. And we have Whispering Dialogue. Our character actually talks a lot more than I thought, because I didn't know if we were going to have a voice protagonist, and then I'm just getting surprised at how much we're talking to. We can jump. Strength affects our jumping speed, so I can see that we can target us too fast. So we can jump in this small little circle. Cool. Dip a weapon into the surface to alter the surface or enhance the weapon. If you were dual wielding, you dip both weapons. That's pretty cool. And shove. Try to push a target away. Improvised melee weapon. The steel chair. That's so good. And help. Gotcha. Okay, we've already taken 3 damage. How awesome is that? We have a quarterstaff. Toggle dual wielding, use melee weapons, and use ranged weapon, toggle light source. So, okay, and I can see my range of attack. Okay. Lightly obscured, so I can see the lighting, I can see that we're currently hiding, inventory and equipment. So we'll just take a look at everything that we've got going on here. My armor class of 15. Just have to read and get to know everything and the basics. So I'm a 0 on all my intelligence checks. My wisdom gives me quite a bit. My charisma, sadly, I'm not going to be doing any well at those things for bonuses. Baldurian Forest Gnome, Humanoid Monk. We have our abilities. So, very nice. Opportunity attack. Attack an enemy moving out of your reach, which triggers automatically. And we have Alchemy. Interesting. Alchemist's Fire. So, we get materials and we can make shit, which is very cool. Crafting menu. We have camp supplies. You need 40 supplies to fully rest. Inspiration. They have inspiration points here as well to reroll a check. That's cool. Complete background goals to gain more inspiration. And we have gold. Okay. We have a journal. Escape the Nautiloid is what this place is called. We've been abducted by mind flayers that are infected with some kind of parasite. We need to find a way off this ship. We can see the map of our surroundings to view quest locations and place custom markers. We can also teleport to waypoints we have discovered by selecting them. Okay, very good. Inspiration. When we perform an action that's true to their background, they gain experience points and receive inspiration. So as long as I'm a little urchin boy, you can have a maximum of 4 inspiration. Okay. So you can have inspirational events using street smarts bolsters your spirit. We have dialogue checks. Oh, it's even the same dialogue of the characters. Very interesting. Okay, and tutorials will be here as well. Our in-game menu, we can pull that out. We can center camera on character. Ooh, we can ping with the alt-right mouse button. So I guess if you're in co-op or something, or marking a location, you can do that. And we can place into turn-based mode, camp and resting menu, combat log. You can check common things, monk-related things, items, passive, and custom, or everything. Very cool. Okay, I like this menu. I like this presentation. Feeling very good. All right, let's stop hiding. And let's take a look.
Someone else got out. Might be other survivors.
Let's inspect the dead mind flayers, because we've seen a bunch of dead mind flayers. So there was a person that we saw got put into the pod when they got touched by the tentacle.
Something good here, I hope.
And it was near the mind flayer, or a dead one. A bloodstone. Anyone can squeeze blood from a stone if the edges are sharp enough. Do I really want that? I can pick up and add to wares, or I can examine. Ooh, it has a 3D model to it too. That's cool.
Dead. Good.
Let's take it. We don't know if bloodstones might be important.
Wonder who was inside.
I guess maybe the guy who got put into a pod might have been eviscerated. So that's my pod. No, hang on, that's my pod. What about this one?
I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot. What about this pod?
Made it out.
Okay. They also made it out.
Someone else got out.
Alright, let's proceed. Ruptured.
Not everyone made it out alive.
Ah, okay. What's this? Oh, this is the restoration pod, okay.
Odd. I feel better.
What about... There's a, brine bulb. You can't reach this. 24 out of 24. I guess if I had a long-range attack, I could get that. Let's go through the sphincter. Yummy. It's gonna... Yep. Yum. Butthole. Okay. Let's go... Oh, there's a goblin. Illithid record.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Oh, they're like experimenting on them and learning about them?
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
The Illithids are studying their captors. Gold. Thank you, goblin.
A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Brain jar. Look at the detail in this. This is amazing. The camera and the amount that you can see. Should we destroy it? What if I want the brain? Do we enter combat mode? Oh, the brain! It's gone. Oh. I wanted to see if we could take a brain with us. Apparently not. Do I have like a tab to highlight interactable... I'm wondering if like there's a shortcut, because like Dragon Age has the ability like you press tab and it can highlight every item around you to see what you can interact with. Highlight characters, show item labels, left alt. I guess showing item labels? Yeah, okay. So... But that only shows items, not specifically everything that we can interact with, but it does show some things. Why can't I... Okay, nothing? I guess the rune slate, all three of these rune slates are like the same, maybe?
A schematic of a nautiloid.
That one works, these two don't.
Nerves, nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Inscrutable images appearing before the eyes before vanishing, leaving a mild headache in their place. Is there any point in taking these with us? I could just sit in the chair, dude. Oh, that's funny. Alright, I can just sit in the chair. Cerebral aquarium.
Mind Flayer horticulture. Odd things. Wonder what plane they're from.
We've got books here.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
I'll pick that up. You know what? I'm gonna have an Eldritch Tablet. There are only a few sigils on this Mind Flayer artifact, but it imparts more knowledge than most books. I'm gonna keep that with us. I don't know how important that is, but like, that's thousands of years of history right there. I don't know what can be gained by destroying a cerebral aquarium. We have a neural apparatus. Oh, hang on, I've alt-tabbed. Hang on. Gotta remember to just press alt. Alright, let's take a look at the neural apparatus. Where's my guy at? There you are.
Doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything.
Oh, this one does. Okay. Oh, that one would bring the lift down. Gotcha. Oh. Mirnath under operation. I need a quick one. Look at the brain jars. Oh.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the Mind Flayers who abducted you.
Okay, so I didn't speak out loud the dialogue option because I didn't know if my voiced character would actually say the things, because I didn't know how far our voiced protagonist, I don't know how far that went. But it's similar to Dragon Age Origins. You had like your character would say things, but he wouldn't speak in actual dialogue. So I will do that. So I'll do that from now on. So it was obviously being like, who am I talking to? A man or a brain? So a newborn, born new from this husk. An intellect devourer, a minion of the Mind Flayers who abducted you. Okay. Destroy the brain. You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
So we can do an investigation check. A strength or a dexterity. Gently prise the brain from the skull. I could probably do a dex check, but let's inspect the exposed brain with an investigation. No, it's a 9. We've just failed our intelligence check. So there you go. Very good. As my
this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain.
But of course, alright, we're going to use a dexterity check to gently prise the brain from the skull. I get a +3, that's okay. We just made it. We're rolling good today. I get a success on a technicality. There we go.
The brain lifts.
That was not gentle.
But you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
Am I keeping a brain as a pet right now? Cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat. You can mutilate the brain or spare the creature. Any injuries might weaken it. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna... Am I gonna befriend a brain here? I'm going to spare the creature, and this might be a stupid choice.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Wow. Okay. I've got a pet brain, guys. I've got a new dog. What the fuck? Attack the brain. Ah! Step on it. What's at the helm?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
What should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Okay, Venom. Alright, let's go.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Newborn. Followers. Oh, God. Some allies may temporarily join you. You can directly control their movement and actions. Click a follower's portrait to take control of them.
The creature reaches into your mind, its thoughts rattling against yours. Something inside you squirms in recognition.
Friend, we will go to the helm now.
Why was I forced onto this ship?
To know you. To love you. To give you our gift.
Ew. Something was put in my eye. What was it?
A gift. A gift to make you as we are. Soon you will be so beautiful. So powerful.
So we'll be like this, maybe? Our brain will get this level of lovely sentience? No, thank you. Attack the brain. Can you tell me where we are?
In a realm where we have fled. We have fled to a realm called Avernus, first of the 9 hells. We are escaping a great evil. We are going to the helm! My friend and I are going to the helm.
God, this dialogue is creepy. Alright, so you can attack in combat. Toggle group mode, toggle group hide. Oh, cool. So you'll stay together. Party view. Mind Sanctuary. Okay.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Yeah, no one back.
Better not be cursed with haste.
Better not be cursed. Okay. Oh, the portrait, dude. Tentacle aquarium. So I guess these are similar to this.
Nothing but brains. Food for mind flayers, I suppose.
Okay. We're going to go down. We're going to the helm now. This way, I suppose. How do can I rotate the camera? Wow. So we're just passing through this realm of Avernus. Wild. Okay. Love the music cues in this game. Ooh.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Interesting. So with the our little brain worms, that allows us to sort of like have a kind of telepathic connection with each other, where you get these flashes because of it. What made you think I was a thrall?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
Yes, ma'am. We are turning into mind flayers. There must be something we can do.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Ooh, okay, cool. Thought she was gonna squish it. Dude, this game is gorgeously grotesque. Ooh, we're in our first combat. Let's go. Okay, first combat. Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds, and each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions. Okay, commence battle. So we've got Lae'zel, us, and me. During your turn, you can move, take an action, and take a bonus action. So in terms of... Okay, so I can move this far. So I can take my first strike at an imp. We can do that. Let's go... I've got like 7 meters, so we're going to go here. And we're going to... We can make a strike, and then we can use our bonus action to strike once more, alright? So let's go... Hiya? Oh, it's already dead. That's the monk shit, baby. We didn't need to strike twice. When you're finished, click the button in the right corner of your hotbar to end your turn. Okay. And now it's brain turn. I guess we need to look at stuff. So we're level 1. The brain has dark vision and opportunity attack. It's very dexterous, not very strong. There's the action to do claws for 4 to 10 damage. Race aberration. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so... And they have... Oh, they only have 6 health. Okay, we should be good. Brain, go! Brain, attack! Oh no, it only did 5. Shit. No bonus action for this bad boy. Alright,
Victory awaits.
Oh no, Lae'zel. Can Lae'zel... Maybe the sword will give enough range. I can only go 9 meters? Yeah. Okay, so we can only go this far.
My path be true.
We'll back up the brain. Damn, it's just out of range too. Let's see. Lacerate. So now I get to, I need to see what's going on here for Lae'zel. The Githyanki half plate reminds me of the some armor in Elden Ring. This armor was forged to Vlaakith's standards under the exacting eye of a Githyanki smith. Oh, there's approval. Relationship is neutral. Character has no strong feelings towards Avatar. We do have an approval meter in this game. Very cool. Great weapon fighting, martial prodigy. Prodigy. Why did I say prodigy? Second wind. Draw on your stamina and heal yourself. Mage hand. Manipulate and interact with objects. Astral knowledge. We do have a ranged attack, but we don't have a ranged weapon, I don't think. Knock someone unconscious instead of killing them. Must be unarmed or using a melee weapon. Doesn't work on undead or constructs. That's cool too. So can I... Dash is an action. I could do a pommel strike with a bonus action. Oh, I do have a short bow. Okay. It's at a disadvantage. Target is too close. Damn, I didn't realize I actually... Fuck, I should have looked. I did have a short bow. Okay, so I'm at a disadvantage. Shoot an enemy in the thigh. That's so cool. Okay, so you can change the abilities. Learning combat. So you can do a rush attack, charge forward and attack the enemy first in your way, possibly pushing them off balance. Ooh, so I can do that. So I actually can do a rush attack here to finish off this beast. Critical hit for 7. Yes, I managed to get my attack off. There you go. I did a ranged attack. And I can get a hand axe. I can at least sell this stuff for money. We may as well pick this stuff up. Awesome. And then we can end turn. So now it'll be the imp's turn. Haha, fiery bolt missed, boy. A scimitar. Human-made scimitar falls far short of replicating the quality of the drow style it clearly imitates. And obviously I'm not proficient, but we'll sell it. We're gonna fuck up this imp.
What path lies before me?
Fuck up this imp. Ah! Situational actions. You've unlocked an action as the result of another ability, feature, or condition. It will remain at the side of your hotbar unless those conditions expire. Okay. Loot the imp. We get a light crossbow. Very cool. Okay.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Hard not to ask questions. Why the helm?
Control over the ship. Or do you wish to die here?
Leave. Okay.
Friend, we are going to the helm. We are going to the helm!
Okay. There's first combat. Who are they eating? Dead thrall.
Open up.
We're feasting. Let's have a look. Dead thrall. Gold. I will take Tentacle Aquarium. We're assembling our party. It's such a great little collection of characters here. We've got me, a brain, and a Githyanki warrior. And I'm thinking I might go for a just a little change of the thing here. I might put myself up here, off to the side in the corner, just so I can keep those portraits uncovered. And I don't think if we're here, this really will cover it. Like, obviously these menus, but good thing is I can move these menus, which is nice. But I think we can do that. I'll move my webcam up here a little bit. Dead Thrall. Potion of Healing, very good. We didn't even take any damage, but we do have a healing pod. Taking all the stuff. I guess you can spread...
Take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Nice. We have a simple robe and short sword. Lae'zel's clothes and homely clothes, and then we've got this. So it's the same armor class, your simple robe and the monastic robes. Yeah, I like that. Same AC. Change my appearance. Arterial mesh and climb up here. Lovely. Look at us making progress. This is amazing. I love the way that the camera works seamlessly through these environments, like it fades all the stuff away. Ooh, another sphincter. We have an autosave. I should probably get into the habit of saving myself. I've been so caught up in this game. Ooh, this looks like the helm to me. Got some sacrificed cultist. Okay. Got sigils and buttons. And we have sacrificed cultists. Look at this room, dude. I can touch random things. This Mind Flayer pod looks active. Okay, so this could be where other people were taken instead of I see where other people were taken. Let's go to the Illithid manuscript.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Dark mind.
A brain in a jar.
Oh, I actually picked one up. Oh, I heard "let me out," so someone's asking to be freed. Oh, did you see that? Ooh. There's another one. Look, Intellect Devourer. Is this gonna fuck us up? Hello? Oh, because it thinks we're a thrall. It's just running around. You are beautiful. Alright, hang on. I have a humanoid brain, alive and in perfect condition, suspended in cerebrospinal fluid. Throw it. Oh, I can send stuff to other characters to share the carry weight. Alright, I've got a Dark Mind. Elaborate Reliquary. You need Thieves' Tools to pick a lock, or you can find its key. Okay, hang on. This person is asking to be let out. Mind Flayer pod, medium toughness. Hello?
You! Get me out of this, Captain!
Oh, it's Shadowheart.
No time for stragglers.
Oh, okay. So we might slowly meet these other Origin characters throughout the course of the ship, and you can choose what to do with them. There's no time. All right. Bye, other character opportunity. Look for a latch that might open the lid. Sorry, Lae'zel. I need party members.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
I mean, we're strangers. I'll go look around. There must be some way to get this thing open.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
Rescue the Illithid's captive. We encountered a survivor trapped inside one of the pods aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps we can find a way to free her. So it looks like we can just touch this.
The console appears dormant.
Are you sure? Hit it. Look for a switch or release.
The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
An empty socket. I don't think hitting it is the correct idea. That feels like...
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing.
An autoloid tank. Okay, we're looking for something that can power discussion.
Light flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Okay. Okay, looking for something that can fit in the socket. This is a unique thing, so I'm going to attack it. Well, that was disgusting. I don't know if... We've now got mysterious liquid everywhere. Backpack. Agate and gold. Ooh, what if I could use the bloodstone, actually, that I picked up off the mind flare? I don't know what this mysterious liquid is, and I don't think it's allowing me to investigate it either. Can I take an item and, like... What does custom mean? I don't know what custom means. Can I, like, use an item on something? Like, if I want to... Can I do that? Oh. Well, now the bloodstone's gone. Where is it? Did I just drop it? Hang on. Okay, I just dropped it on it. I was like, can I use it on the thing?
Friend, we are going to the helm.
Can you help me? No. Like, can we get the brain thing?
We are going to the helm.
Can the brain thing do something? Oh, hang on. I didn't see this burnished necklace.
That will fit in my pack.
It's a burnished necklace. Bright and polished, the necklace was clearly cherished by its previous owner. I don't know if a necklace is going to slot into a machine. We might need something else entirely. So this is where we're supposed to go to escape the Nautiloid. We can go this way. Check out this area. We can find something in a different room. We'll be back, Shadowheart. Let's have a look in here. Oh, there you go. There's a key. Certain items such as keys, ingredients, and camp supplies are sorted into handy containers in your inventory. So we've got keychain, open keychain, gold key, an elaborately gilded key. God, the aesthetic of this place is crazy. Alright.
How many hosts of these gay infect?
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Okay.
Dazed woman is trapped.
Everybody, let's sit on these chairs and watch the woman in the pod. We can't try and free her, maybe? Oh, we got a chest. A mug and an eldritch rune. A strange energy buzzes through this alien object. You are sure you've never seen any of the like, yet part of you recognizes it as a component of some bigger machine. We'll pick that up.
Those controls next to the pod.
Oh, nice. Oh, and the key that we picked up can open that chest.
Another brain.
Oh, so we have a dark mind and a slave mind. Okay. We got some healing potions out of the cartilaginous chest. Let's push this thing. I can't interact with that pod. Place your hand on the console. Let's take a risk.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh! They become a mind flayer? That's what's gonna happen to us. Oh my god.
Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Can we push it again to eliminate them?
Before it's our turn.
God. Oops. A little too close there. I'm just trying to like... Ew! Push it again.
It's already finished.
Okay. Turn it back. Shit. Alright.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
That's a new companion right there. There we go. A new companion. We've got a brain and a mind flare. Okay, let's head back. This is so cool. Alright. Avoid the mysterious liquid here. So, hang on. Maybe we'll just do this.
Get me out of this thing!
I found some sort of key. It might free you.
Good. Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry! Please!
Okay, so we've got like Eldritch Rune.
The console appears dormant.
So now, okay, so now I can just do it in dialogue. I was wondering if I had to activate it in the inventory.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Fuck, that's so true. Let's do an Arcana check. Yes, okay, we got a success on our roll today.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. This device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Okay. I feel confident in that success.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. It's a parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Oh, wow. Illithid wisdom. Will the pod to open or ignore the sensation? Let's will the pod to open. Oh, nice. This is... I mean, it's impossible. You can't fail it because we get a +2. Mate, rolling that one, though, I might die if it... What the fuck? What the fuck? No! I just spoke that into existence. I'm like, it's impossible to fail. Wait, unless we get a nat 1. Oh, no. What the fuck? I failed a wisdom roll?
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and reject it.
No. What the fuck? Wait. Open this shit.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and reject it.
Does that mean I can't open the pod?
Come on! Get me out of this thing!
Stay calm.
Keep looking.
Stay calm.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Can you try? Can I change? Can I get another character to do it? You do it.
The console hums steadily, awaiting command.
Okay. I'm like, oh, so I have another character, right? You do it. You get a +1 from your wisdom. Okay. Let's go. Will that pod to open? Thank God. There's gonna be a success. All right, thank you.
Feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Nice. Okay, no critical failure. Holy shit. That's funny. And like...
At last. Thought I was done for.
And I'm like, I know that this game is not gonna... Well, actually, I don't know, but I would assume that you're not gonna have, like, scripted failures, right? Or scripted successes, because otherwise that, you know, defeats the purpose of the dice roll and it feels dirty. So, like, the fact that I critically failed my wisdom check is just fucking ridiculous. I'm so glad that I have another character that can also try. So it's good that it's not just up to my character, but my other characters can do things. So we opened the pod using the rune and freed the captive. God, I'm not a wise monk, am I? Let's talk to Shadowheart. Oh shit, I'm controlling Lae'zel. Oh shit, yeah.
Damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts.
Ooh.
Her gratitude is mixed with wariness. Because you're a Gith.
Oh.
You're a Gith? Why did you help me?
This is so cool. I didn't realize that I can also control the character and then have them initiate dialogue and speak for them too. That's amazing. So I can switch between characters and have Lae'zel talk to my character, and I can have my character talk to Shadowheart. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Okay. A curious tone for one who owes her life to me. Now I have to try and take on the personality of characters I've just met.
Not so curious. I've heard what Gith are like. Still, you did free me. We both need all the help we can get. Let's try to get off this thing together.
Shadowheart's got some prejudice against the Gith, huh? Alright. First you beg for help, then cast suspicion on me, and now you want to join me. You're an odd one. I want to probe them for more information. What could the likes of you possibly know of my people?
I know enough. But I'll risk it over certain death.
Come with me, then.
Wait. You're not actually the one in charge of this group, are you? No offense, but I need to speak to a leader. Someone who knows where they're going.
Ooh. Bro. I've changed my mind. Find your own way off this ship. Oh. Cool. Oh, that's cool. I can change character mid-dialogue. Are they currently in dialogue? Is that what the speech bubble is? My turn. My turn. Oh. Can I... You can have someone in dialogue and then someone out of it. Get out of dialogue. It's my turn. Okay, how do I... You into turn-based mode. Now we can take control of the characters. Okay, fuck. So it seems as if... Well, let's just go for... I'll have to do for now.
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Good luck to you. I'll take my chances alone.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, hang on. Let me talk to you.
Time to rest.
Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Okay. I love that there isn't even a leader of this group yet. It's just like, you're not the leader. I'm gonna talk to someone else. Like, oh, okay. We're supposed to be a unit. Not a good first impression there, Shadowheart. Did you feel what I felt just before? We were in each other's heads.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. But that'll have to wait. Are we going to help each other or not?
Alright then, let's get going. I'm Apocalypse.
One moment.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so because we kind of fucked up and spoke to Shadowheart as Lae'zel, and then we're like, I'm the leader. You're like, I'll have to do. That was actually like her being like, nah, fuck you. I'm going off on my own. I'll grab my artifact and leave. And then luckily we can talk to her again as our character, be like, hey, wait a sec. What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
I mean, if there's anyone that's been a leader right now, it's definitely Lae'zel, but sure.
Something the matter? Besides the obvious, that is.
Hey, what's that spooky artifact you got? Nothing. Any suggestions for how to proceed?
Well, jumping overboard is hardly an option. So that leaves us with taking control of this ship. Provided we can figure out how to do that, of course. I'm right behind you.
Okay. So we'll have a look at
madness.
Our next character, which is our level 1 cleric, who has a mysterious artifact, a many-sided artifact of blackened iron engraved with pulsating runes. Something stirs within. It's a D20. Scroll of Detect Thoughts as well. Focus your mind to read the thoughts of certain creatures while talking to them. That's useful. Ooh, there's a few things here. We have Guidance. We have Sacred Flame, Resistance, Blessing of the Trickster. Grant another creature advantage on stealth checks. Charm Person, Disguise Self. We have Healing. Wow, there's quite a few things here. And Firebolt. Very cool. Civil Militia, Dark Vision, Domain Spells. Fear of Wolves. Shadowheart's scout prickles with fear when she encounters wolves. If she steps within 9 meters of a lupine creature, she must make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened. Oh, that's so interesting. Scared of wolves. Look at our... I've got a follower and then 3 people in the party. That's very cool. Look at us go.
Despite everything.
So now I'm kind of curious. If I take control of Lae'zel, Lae'zel could talk to us.
Creature reaches into your mind, its thoughts rattling against yours. Something inside you squirms in recognition.
Friend, we will go to the helm now.
And then it's sort of like the same dialogue.
To know you.
Yeah, okay, so very similar.
We are going to the helm!
Interesting. So
no one's stopped me yet.
I like that. I need to make sure that my character is the one that talks to other characters, though, it seems. Otherwise, I can get myself in trouble there by people that are racist. Alright, let's use the key to open the elaborate reliquary.
No traps, please.
No traps, please. I love this dude's voice, so good. We have Onyx. It said when Shar walks upon the earth, she leaves a path of onyx behind her. Would this be for Shadowheart then? Can you give characters items or talk to them about items? Because Shadowheart and Shar, that's like a thing. You could send it to them, but I wonder if you could like talk to them about it or like bring it up with them. But then, yeah, I don't really know. We'll get used to the shared inventory, everyone's inventory spaces, and see what actually happens. Just wondering if like items have a purpose like that. You know what I mean?
I've got a long road ahead.
We'll find out.
My way.
All right, here we go. There's our little group inventory. I like that you can check out everyone's at once. To the sphincter. Actually, let me. I'm gonna save. I'll make my own saves here before we move on. I think we're all. Yeah, we don't need to heal, so that's fine. Don't run through the fire.
Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Came
I thought I was the leader. All right, we're getting along. We're all a great party together. Whoa. Oh! Feasting on brains, dude. Oh. God.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Wow.
The nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Oh shit, okay. Oh, the Mind Flayer's on our team? What the fuck? Okay, because, yeah, we're treated as thralls. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, before we get into combat with Commander Zulk, a lesser Hellsboar, and some imps, while we have a Mind Flayer on our team, I actually do need to just take a quick break. I'm looking at the time, and I have something that I gotta do that's time sensitive, so I'm gonna save right here, and we're going to do this combat when I return from my break. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue gaming. I've recorrected the webcam position and changed it around a bit to kind of fit in with our environment. So let's see what we're doing. We're going up against Commander Zulk and some imps and a lesser Hellsboar. So we got a team. Let's utilize it. Reach the transponder before the Nautiloid crashes. So we've got 15 turns to get over here. Look at this dude with the flame sword and our mind flare. Okay. I think what we should do is I'm going to have. There is a turn order. Okay, so I have to
even catch my breath.
I have to go. I can get to the. So there's a little gap in there. It's interesting to see like the line work because there's fire in the way that I have to take an interesting route to get to this, which is a bit of a shame. So I can get here.
One day I'll catch a break.
Okay, I'm on fire. Okay, I was hit for 3 fire damage, now I'm on fire. Okay, so that's what I gotta watch out for. I can make the distance, but I can also get caught on fire, sadly. Okay, we're going to attack straight on. Ah! And then can I make a bonus action flurry of blows? So we're gonna like go once again. We'll go for flurry of blows. We're beating this bad boy up. Making sure he's dead. Alright. Oh, hang on. Unarmed strike. I need to get rid of my... I need to unequip my staff so that I can actually just use my goddamn fists and get my... yeah, that's what I should have done. The good news is Lae'zel will be able to shoot the Hellsboar with a bow from a distance, and Shadowheart should be able to attack it. So I'm actually going to have... I'm going to have Apocalypse push over here. Because I guess this is as far as I can go. If I just hold it, like... I guess it'll just go as far as we can. And I'll probably... I actually think what I should do is I should unequip my staff so I can do my unarmed strike, and then I should be able to get my my bonus action to get him again. So we're gonna waste my turn just to move there. An improvised melee weapon. I don't have a ranged attack. I mean, I could throw something from the inventory. Actually, you know what? What if I threw a short sword? I could, yeah, you know what? Let's fucking throw an item from my inventory so I can actually do something on my turn. Throw this shit. Okay, only 1 damage. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe a little bit more than the 1, but that's okay. It's all good. We're going to end my turn. Okay. Shadowheart's turn. Shadowheart has 65% chance to get an attack off. But 85 on the imp. Alright, we're going to go for the Hellsboar. I think that is the smart choice. So move right next to the Hellsboar. I'll be on... Okay. I was like wondering if maybe if I was on the side it would do more. Guiding Bolt. The next attack roll against this target has advantage. Ooh, so I could do that. That does count as our action. I'm going to have to get used to this. So our first few combat encounters are going to be a lot of learning. Just as we check this shit out. Oh, I actually had a long range... I had a long range attack as well. Daze your target. They can't take reactions and lose the dex bonus. Ooh, I actually think I might just be able to go for the strike here. And then Lae'zel can kill it. I'm going to hope that 65% does the job. Ooh, only 2 damage. Okay. That was not what I was expecting. Okay. We'll end your turn. Alright, Lae'zel is going to move.
My path be true.
And Lae'zel is going to do a ranged attack. That's also 65. I'm going to change targets. You're going to go for this one. Okay. Sheesh. And go over here, actually. Ooh, saved Mind Blast. Okay, it's Us's turn. I don't know what Us is really capable of, but Us is going to go in here and attack. Ooh! Us with the clutch claws. Okay. Jesus. Us coming in clutch, doing the most damage out of anyone in the group. Alright, so we got 2 on the imp, and we had 2 on the boar. Let's go. Okay. That imp has a crossbow? Oh my god. Us is also the strongest thing that we have, which is actually hilarious to me. Of course you missed. You suck. Alright, let's get this imp out of here. Blast. Blast him. Boom! And then I guess I'll just have a look while I'm close to these bodies. Got nothing else to do. Take some shit. And that'll be me. Okay, Shadowheart. Let's see. So... No, sorry, Lae'zel. Not Shadowheart. It's different this time. Let's push ahead. And do a ranged attack once more. Get a shot off. Ah! Oh! That's right. You thought that you were going to survive that? No way. Alright. Hell yeah. Okay, so Shadowheart might be able to... Really like showing the movement path. That's really cool. I'm gonna take Shadowheart and... Oh, 150! Alright, we gotta team kill this guy. Let's go for a fiery bolt. 25% high defense. Okay. 25% chance. Am I feeling lucky, punk? Okay, hang on. Let's see here. The Mind Flayer will be next. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... The next attack roll against this target has advantage. So if I do Guiding Bolt, that means the Mind Flayer will gain advantage over Zulk. Petrify a creature with necrotic energy filling your hands, inflict wounds. That's actually fun. I can also give guidance to it as well. Run another creature advantage on stealth checks. We don't need that right now. You know what? I'm going to do Guiding Bolt. So, oh, that's 40%. That's okay. So it's still not a great chance. I can't do that because you need to move. Again, I'm learning. I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons expert, so I'm learning a lot of things here today. Next attack roll against this target. Fuck it. We're gonna try. Oh, it worked. Okay, we got it. So we did 10, and now the next attack will have advantage. Hell yeah. So that was one of our spell slots. Nice, okay. Okay, so as long as we reach the transponder, that's fine. We don't even have to actually engage in combat. But I'm kind of curious. We've got 14 turns. Do you reckon we could try, like, if we all just, like, team up against him? 130? I reckon we could do this. Us doesn't have anything long range, sadly, so... It's gonna take me a while to get over here. Throw something from a distance. I feel like I may as well at least just like try, you know, just like throw a weapon that I'm not going to use and see if we can at least get like one hit off. 40%.
Maybe I should.
Yo! Damn it. I was like, we'll try. We're just throwing shit out of our inventory at the moment. Alright, Lae'zel.
We must take the transponder.
I know, but what if we also destroyed this guy? Okay, Lae'zel's gonna be here. Ooh, that is... Yeah, alright. Let's go for the attack. So we can do a lacerate to make it bleed. 40% chance. Yes! It's bleeding. Let's go. Your attack was resisted and the entity took half damage. Examine an entity to see its resistances. Oh, this is cool. I like that you can check this out. So, threatened has disadvantage on ranged attack rolls. It is bleeding for 2 turns, 2 slashing damage at the start of each turn. Disadvantage on con saving throws. Resistance to the elements and poison and everything. Fiendish blessing. Yeah, Cambion. Scarlet-eyed and bitter-tempered Cambion are the bastard children of devils and mortals. A fusion of 2 planes in one body? That's cool as fuck. Okay. Yeah, I want to do this shit, you know what I mean? Like, I want to take this dude out. We have 13 turns. As long as we're close enough to move to the transponder, which is there, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Ooh, there's more dead ones here. Alright, let's go. Let's bonus action Pommel Strike. Hell yeah, Dazed as well. Let's go. Dazed, disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, can't take reactions, loses dex bonus. That's right, boy. Bleeding and Dazed. Lae'zel, look at her go, dude. Alright, Shadowheart's turn. Shadowheart can do this. We're just going to surround this guy. We could concuss to possibly daze. I don't know if you can stack daze. Like, if it's already dazed, can you daze more? You know? For further turns I'm not sure. Putrefy a creature with necrotic energy. I'm curious. It means I'm going to use up all my spell slots, but this is an opportunity for me to, like, explore our abilities and what we can do. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so I did 15 damage. Cool. Fun. Tentacle Lash. Oh, come on, Mind Flare. We're doing all the work. Can I get my us in here too? Yeah, us, get in here. Let's get some damage going. Yeah, only 2. That's all right. We're a team here. We're doing it.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
I'm almost here, guys. I'm almost in. My character is almost ready to fight. Can I get him? No, I'm just out of range. I'm just out of range. No, I really want my guy to be able to get hit it. Oh, come on. Look at that. It's right there. I'm right there. Haha, I'm gonna punch the hand axe. Damn, that sucks. Okay. I'm going to... next turn, guys. Next turn, Apocalypse is gonna do it.
Your spine is mine.
The Mind Flayer's almost dead. Alright. If I go behind, do I get a... because he can't do a reaction because he's all dazed. So that went to 50. Yeah, get him. Ooh, missed. That's unfortunate. Shove. That's unfortunate. I'll have her move a little bit because she can still do a ranged attack. So we can have at least one person. Oh shit. So we're gonna have at least one person.
Hurry before they strike.
Oh, well, I didn't know that we were gonna have. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have moved then. Damn. Hey. Alright, you can stay. Lae'zel can...
Concentrate.
Alright, I'm thinking actually... maybe I'm not going to be able to focus on the commander if we've got other enemies that are getting up now. I want to have Lae'zel taking them on by herself. I reckon what we'll do is we'll all make attacking attacks and then move past. So... yeah. Ah! Damn. Alright.
On I go.
We're gonna have him attack and move on for these enemies. I also just wanna fuck him up, you know? Damn, okay, alright. 3 misses in a row? That's very unfortunate. Alright, surely Apocalypse's time to shine, right? So we're gonna go for a whop, 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 and then a bonus action. So we're gonna punch for 2, and we're gonna bonus action again. And miss? Damn. Painful. Did some damage. Alright. Time for the whole team to move then. Yeah, if the enemies didn't pop up, I would have totally focused on him. Critical miss. Here we go.
Make way.
Start fucking them up. Hamstring shot. Cripple that movement. Hamstrung. Good shit. Okay.
Act fast. On my way.
On my way. And get him. Alright, hamstring didn't matter because we're good. Mind blast. Oh man, I keep saving the mind blast. Can't even loot those. That's unfortunate. Us, you did your best, I guess. Get over there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, leave us alone. Can't even save you from here. Alright, don't make the stupid decision and commit to that fight. Let's head
find a way forward.
As far as we can go this way, and then I sadly have to end my turn. Goddamn movement. I'm a bit scared that we're going to lose this mind flare.
No time to waste. Focus. I need to reach the...
Ooh, I have disadvantage. This target is too close. Oh, yeah, damn. That was silly. Why'd I do that? That's so stupid of me. And I don't think I can't move. No! Alright, fuck it. Oh, it's all we've got. We're gonna do it. That's 5. That's still something. Nice. Alright, that's 2. Us should be able to defeat it.
On I go.
Shadowheart can get close to the transponder. Nice. Alright, so Hellbore is out of here. All these characters are doing so well except for Apocalypse, who's just like... He's like, I'm coming, guys! I'm on the way. Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit, we got reinforcements? Are they coming from the back of the room? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we've got reinforcements at the back of the room. 74 and 10. Dude, this Mind Flayer is cooked. And we haven't even been able to distract them. Sadly. Apocalypse is definitely helping, guys. He's here. He's taking the precious gems. Jade. Hell yeah, guys. Oh, fucking hell. I'm just got like a little loot goblin gnome on the battlefield while everyone's doing my fighting for me. Hell yeah, guys. I'm helping. He's dead! Holy shit.
Come a little closer.
I think that Mind Flayer was dead whether we wanted it to be or not, because it just was not doing enough. Okay, let's move. Let's not provoke an attack of opportunity. Kill it. Ooh, Lae'zel's gonna reach it. Alright, Lae'zel made it to the transponder. Here we go. I made it to the transponder.
Transponder. You made it in time.
Yo. Okay. Friendly fire? Oh, we've got to connect like all of them? Oh no, we're gone. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Wow. Where is everyone else? Sorry guys, Lae'zel's the main character now, by the way. Okay. Maybe if we made it to the transponder before the Mind Flayer was killed, it'd still be alive right now. Maybe we dilly-dallied because we thought we could kill it. Oh shit, we crash landed on a beach? That's our shipwreck? Look at that image, that's so cool. I love these loading screens. Even if you can't be seen, some criminal acts can be overheard. Amazing, alright. I'm gonna like these tips. That texture pop-in is crazy! This is a little bit of a rough scene. There I am. I'm helping. Oh shit, he's fine. Oh! No! No way, bro. Wow. I was dead. That's an incredible opening.
As you wake, The tadpole squirms in your skull.
I hate knowing that I just have that in my brain. Orient yourself. Where did you land?
The chaos of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Shit, okay. And I'm on my own. Ravaged Beach. Go to your personal chest in camp during a long rest to find some of your unique DLC items. Interesting. Okay. Find a cure. So I was on the goddamn ship. Whoosh. Smacked in the head. We escaped the hells on the Nautiloid. That's crazy. Okay. We've crashed somewhere back in the material plane. We need to explore the area and find a healer. That was insane and so much fun. And that is where we're going to bring our first episode of Baldur's Gate 3 to a close. Thank you so very much for joining me for the beginning of a brand new adventure, and one that is sure to be a magical time. I'll be taking a look at seeing if I can reduce those performance issues in terms to the texture pop in and stuff. That was a little bit unfortunate, but fixable. Incredible though, really. I'm enjoying the Dungeons and Dragons turn-based combat here. I'd like to experiment with that so much more, as I'm sure that I will. But the opening cutscene, mind-blowing, very, very impressive. Also just such a unique opening. I love the idea of being a captive prisoner on a Mind Flayer's airship, right? The Nautiloid, and needing to escape from there while everything else is going on. So much fun. So we've just started out. Things are very fresh for us today, but I'm going to dive deep into this, and I cannot wait for more. If you enjoyed this episode, please do me a favor for the algorithm and like and comment on this video. That would be so very much appreciated. And subscribe if you're new here. If this playthrough brought you here, or if you've been waiting for it for some time, a subscription would also help me immensely, and it'll be free. That's free for you. Videos every single day, and if you would like to consider supporting me directly, that helps me do videos full time. I do have a Patreon as well that also gives you 7 days of early access to my content as a thank you for the support. And without all of that, with that jargon out of the way at the end of the video, a sincere thank you for watching. I hope you are excited to join me on this adventure, and I will see you next time.